Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
As new coronavirus cases are confirmed here in Michigan, the reality of this pandemic is setting in. The governor taking drastic but necessary measures.
None of these decisions are taken lightly, and they're all informed by the best science, the best practices. How do we keep the most people safe?
Theaters, bars, and casinos all closed. Restaurants limited to carry-out and delivery orders only.
That's really going to hurt people's livelihoods.
Shopping suddenly feeling competitive.
This is just, it's very, very overwhelming.
Next at noon, we give you the tools you need to thrive as we settle into a new normal.
And we want to give you a live look at the big board now, as stocks on Wall Street fell more than 10% today after an extraordinary move by the Federal Reserve aimed at shoring up confidence. Instead, it sparked more panic. We're going to explain this in more detail coming up in just a little bit. But first, a very troubling new development out of West Bloomfield this afternoon. A resident within the All Seasons Independent Senior Living community has tested positive for the coronavirus. Let's go out to our Rod Maloney, who joins us now live from the facility there on Drake. Rod, what are you learning?
Well, what we're learning, Evrod, it was an elderly senior resident here, a gentleman who was in what is known as the All Seasons Facilities Retirement Center here in West Bloomfield on Drake Road. And it's a situation that his was listed as part of the new cases. We're up to 53 positive cases here in the state of Michigan. And I'm going to show you a graphic now of what it is that the All Seasons people are saying here this afternoon. Quote, last evening, we were made aware of a single positive coronavirus test for a resident within our All Seasons West Bloomfield community. The resident is currently receiving care off-site. We have taken proactive measures inclusive of daily health and temperature assessments for all team members, closure of our independent living communities to all non-essential visitors, the addition of complimentary delivery services that allow residents to stay within their individual homes should they choose more. So what they're essentially saying there is that the residents who remain here in the building, and we were trying to get the number of residents here, they're essentially staying in their rooms in self-quarantine. And so their meals are being delivered and the like. We're also told that they're doing a lot to make sure that the staff remain safe as well. And it looks like there's going to last for at least a couple of weeks for the residents of the facility. Now, we've tried to get more information about this man and perhaps whether he had traveled or not. And so far, we're not getting any specific detail. The state even saying that this was one of the cases on their list, but they can't give us specifics surrounding where, the wherefores, and the whys of how all of this happened. And so as it stands right now, the health department here in Oakland County is aware of this. They've been working with All Seasons West Bloomfield about this case. They tell me that the All Season people have been exceptionally cooperative and helpful in this situation. And so they're just trying to figure out what it is that they have here, what they can do to help, and how they move forward. So that's what we have for now. We're certainly working on more information. Reporting live from West Bloomfield, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All righty, Ron, thank you for that. In the meantime, we are tracking more major developments in this coronavirus pandemic, including more confirmed cases here in Michigan. But let's give you the headlines. Michigan state officials have announced 20 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Michigan on Sunday night. And if you're keeping count, that brings the total number of confirmed cases to 53. There have been more than 3,700 confirmed cases across the United States so far, but the true number of cases is likely to be significantly higher. The Supreme Court has also postponed arguments because of coronavirus. And then closer to home, Consumers Energy is going to be suspending shutoffs for seniors and low-income customers in wake of COVID-19. We do have team coverage for you of this pandemic. Our Nick Monticelli is covering the casino closures, which goes into effect today. And our Larry Sproul is standing by now with a look at how restaurants are coping with the changes just announced. But first, I got a chance to catch up with Governor Whitmer on Skype just a few moments ago. Here's what she told me.
I know that every time I issue an order this sweeping, that there are ramifications from it. I know that there are small businesses that are going to struggle. I know that there are employees who might be out of work. I know that there are parents at home who have got children for whom they don't have childcare or a plan so that they can continue working. So each of these decisions weighs very heavy on me. At the end of the day, though, my job is to make sure that I'm doing everything in the best interest of public health. The best science, the best medical expertise is informing all of the work that we're doing.
Now let's get out to our Larry Spruill. He joins us now with a closer look at how restaurants and customers are coping with these new changes, Larry.
Yeah, Evrod, many restaurants I talk to say this is huge and really concerning news. That's because most of their money comes from customers dining in the restaurants. And with this new ban, they now have to go to takeout. They tell me this is really concerning to them.
I mean, carryout's about 20% of our business.
And Tom Technos with Hudson Cafe in downtown Detroit on Woodward Avenue says their 80% of business is customers dining in. But Monday, Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced starting at 3 o'clock today, restaurants will have to solely depend on carryout or delivery orders. Technos tells me the bottom line is Hudson Cafe will suffer.
It's difficult for business, patrons kind of pull up and take their carryout, so it's a little bit challenging time for us.
I mean, I think it's pretty fair, for the meantime until we figure out what's really going on with the virus.
Michael Franklin, a loyal Hudson Cafe customer, says he understands what the governor is trying to do.
I think everybody should want to have less contact with the public as possible.
Meanwhile, Technos is not sure what will happen moving forward.
Hopefully this will be done and over with in 2 weeks. Pray to God that this ends quickly.
And I also asked these restaurants if they agree with Governor Whitmer's decision. We are also hearing from state and local leaders about this ban as well. I'm working on that part of the story tonight at 5, but also this affects local casinos. My colleague Nick Monticelli picks up the story from there. Nick, how is this ban affecting the casinos in our area?
Well, obviously, Larry, all the casinos are shutting down now. In fact, Motor City Casino closing as we speak. But there's a huge ripple effect in all this as well, because as you know, like Greektown, for instance, so many businesses around that area relying on that foot traffic, I should say. So really, this is just the beginning for them.
There's too many people there. You don't know who got what.
There is not a single person in Greektown today disagreeing with the decision to close all the area casinos, all because of one thing.
Germs. Dirty people don't stay clean. People don't even know how to the procedures that you take to actually stay safe and stay clean, they don't even take it. People wear gloves and still touch their mouth, still touch everything.
All 4 local casinos are closed or will close. At Caesars Windsor, both the casino and hotel started closing at 4 a.m. Motor City, the casino closed at noon. The hotel, though, is still open. At Greektown, the casino will start closing at 5 p.m., but their hotel will stay open. And at MGM, both their casino and hotel are closing at 5. But there is concern about pay. Many wondering how employees will make ends meet. As of this noon, we can say Greektown Casino is paying employees wages and benefits during this 2-week closure. The others we have not heard from.
No, that's good. Now, as long as they do something like that, that's important because, that's a family.
And Evrod, you and I have been talking about this all morning long, honestly, that there's a ripple effect, this trickle-down economy, so to speak. This is really just the beginning, as now we're hearing again restaurants, bars, gyms, movie theaters. This is just the beginning. Hopefully it doesn't last too long, but the bottom line is all of this is just to try to stop this spreading, or from spreading, I should say, and basically try to keep her safe.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely want to keep that social distance so we can flatten the curve. Nick, thank you for the update there. The big question, though, that many people are asking right now is why are there so many extraordinary cancellations in place? Well, there is a good reason to cancel everything. All these decisions by public officials and businesses are aimed at one goal. And as I mentioned, that is to slow down the spread of the virus to avoid overburdening a healthcare system that doesn't really have the infrastructure to handle that sudden surge of thousands of cases at once. It's called flattening the curve.
When we're talking about flattening the curve, we're talking about the mathematical projections of how many people this virus will infect over time.
The only way we can flatten the curve right now is by getting absolutely everyone on the same page with regards to the safety and precautionary measures.
And experts say that if there is a surge of patients in intensive care, there will not be enough ventilators for all of them. And doctors are going to have to decide who gets a ventilator and who doesn't. Meanwhile, if you've been to a supermarket, major discount or big box store in the past few days, you've seen shortages of several staples that you need. It's happening here in Metro Detroit, but really all across the country. Hand sanitizers, bottled water, paper products, especially toilet paper, they're being cleaned out of stores. Many customers say that they're just stocking up because they're spending more time at home, but other customers see it more like panic buying.
I can't believe what people are doing inside. Shelves are empty. It really is unexplainable.
Everyone, I think, is just in a bit of panic, and, it's scary for everyone.
Several chain stores like Kroger and Target are even hiring more workers and reducing hours to help restock the shelves and keep those stores clean. But today is another day of major losses in the stock market, as we mentioned at the top of the hour. Right now, you're looking live at the Dow Jones Industrials average right now, and it opened the day down more than 1,000 points and then fell more than 2,000 points. And while it has rebounded, the average is still down substantially. Investors are reacting to the growing shutdowns of businesses all across the country, which does suggest the American economy will actually shrink in this quarter. The best case scenario for investors is a steep but short economic shock with recovery later this year, but pessimists see this downturn lasting a bit longer than that. The sudden drop of more than 7% this morning triggered the so-called circuit breaker, which paused trading for 15 minutes, but the pause had little effect. Our coronavirus coverage, though, continues here in this newscast and always for you online at clickondetroit.com. There you'll find a list of the school districts that are providing free breakfast and lunch for students dealing with food insecurity, as well as hospital hotlines that you can call if you are experiencing symptoms. And still to come, the coronavirus pandemic has hit Europe especially hard, with the continent now being described as the epicenter of the outbreak. After the break, we're going to take a deeper look at the impact overseas. Brandon.
All right, with thousands out of school and out of work even, the forecast becomes even more important. We'll have it for you next.